What is up, Rusty? This video is for you, man. So I've got all of your glue stripe off and all the glue. Just finished kind of buffing. I didn't put any wax yet because there's little, there's little spots here and there. Kind of gone over it, assuming that you want, gel coat covered and any of this. There's like glue, I think is what it is, from these, what do you call it? Like this stuff, glue from these pads. So I'm going to peel all that stuff off and try not to take the gel coat and what have you. Taking that off, looks like it should come off, but honestly maybe some compound or something. So whatever, I'm going to start with some acetone or something. I'll try to get up as much as I can. Most of this came off with just a buffing polish, so I might give that a shot. It's like close, it's a little close for the wheel in here, but I might be able to get some of it. I lost your access port, but I bought another one, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that in today, as well as these. I had them all together in a box. Honestly, I think somebody cleaned it up and threw them away, because I've searched all over this property and I cannot find it. So whatever, I bought some new ones, so I'll throw those in for you. And there's not a terrible amount of gel coat that needs to be done on here. I did notice last year I put a little bit of fiber over this, and you guys said that this was all Nitacor up here, but there's definitely some wood in here that's wet and funky. I don't know if you can see in there, but this is wood. This is not Nitacor. So I don't know if you want me to. It doesn't seem like it goes too far back, you know what I mean? But I could open that up, and thinking about having it thrown inside, man. Honestly, I had some guy here and whatever. He wasn't paying me. He didn't get a deposit. I'm like a third way through the job, and then I got guys like you who don't question hardly anything I have going on, and you know what I mean? So whatever. I'm gonna do this. So I think I'm gonna have Jim bring your boat in. That way it's out of the weather and I can mess with the gel coat. There's not too much. My buddy, when this was here before, when we were buffing it out, we rolled gel coat under all of this when it had some kick. It's not under the rollers yet, so I'll move that around. And all this, you said you were going to put bottom paint, so I just left it rough and assumed that that's the way you want it kept. Everything else above the water line, there are some areas, you know what I mean, that are, and there were certainly some repairs that I already did midship in here. So I'll cover everything. This is all smoothed out. That also needs gel coat. So there's a few areas right here. So I'll take care of all this for you, and then I'll make sure the outsides are polished. I'm not gonna, this will be polished, but I'm not gonna smooth it out too crazy. Underneath, all here is smoothed out, but it's, you don't notice it till you get up close, but that's entirely up to you. But I just figured focus most of my energy on the outside, and just make sure everything's covered and sealed up with the gel coat. So I would imagine this is the other side. I imagine this is the same issue. There's definitely some wood in here. Maybe there's Nitacor in the center and they threw some wood to extend and bolt through or something. Maybe that's what that is. So a little bit of time, man, but nothing too crazy. I don't think. Maybe 20 hours, 30 hours tops to get this where you want it. And as far as transom, I didn't know what you meant. If you were going to continue doing a motor mount or whatever, or I think it wanted to extend it up or something. I can't recall exactly. But just let me know. This is just crack. Or you're gonna take it off. I don't know. I know you had mentioned a few different ideas you had, so I don't know. All right, man. I'm gonna get back to work here. There's a few. There was one area that I noticed that was there's definitely some cracks in here, and little spider cracks. There's one area. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the one. This is. I'll probably open that up, and that'll be a glass repair for sure. Everything else looks sort of superficial, more or less. Spray, smooth out. Spray some gel coat on there. Nothing too crazy. So, all right. Hope you're doing well, man.